Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue with the color series, and today we're going to be painting purple pansies, and I'm really excited about these. But first, before we get started, if you've missed any of the previous color series videos, I will link the playlist down in the description box below, and you can go check out the rest of the videos there. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to actually mix a purple color because the colors that I have in my palette that are purple are not exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to get my phthalo blue green shade, which is a nice cool blue. And then I've got quinacridone rose. And I'm just mixing in a lot of water off to the side and then just bringing a little bit of that color into that water mixture. We're going to start with a really pale purple here. And we're starting with this bottom petal. We want this to be really light. And then we're adding in the two side petals. Now these bottom three petals are really important with pansies because they're where a lot of the color is. So while this paint is still wet, I'm going to tap in a little bit of color using one of the purples that I have on my palette. So this one is Perylene Violet, and it's a nice deep purple. I'm just going to tap that right in and let it blend out. With that Perylene Violet, I'm going to mix a little bit of that into the color that I've already been using to paint my upper petals. And I'm being careful not to touch the petals that I've already painted because those are still wet and I don't want a lot of bleeding to happen right here. And these petals kind of overlap each other. Okay, and I've left a little bit of white space in the center so I can go back and add some yellow in a little bit. So I've got my first pansy in place. Now I'm going to change up the color a little bit and paint another purple pansy here. Now for this one I'm going to use cobalt violet. And this color is naturally a little more transparent, so I'm not going to add a lot of water into it. I'm going to start the same way I did the other one with my bottom middle petal. And then those two side petals. And then, okay, this color is quinacridone magenta. I'm going to mix that in. And these are my upper petals for this flower. now I'm going to mix in a little bit of ultramarine blue into that first purple mixture. I want this purple to be a little bit more on the blue side. Starting with that bottom petal again. And these petals I'm going to make a little bit lighter. And it's going to be sitting underneath this other pansy, so I'm being careful. Okay, and now I've got another deep purple on my palette. This one is called quinacridone purple. And touch in a little bit of that. Alright, now I'm going to let this dry completely and then I'll be right back. Alright, while these finish up drying, I'm just going to add a few leaves. And to get this green, I've just mixed in the purple that I was using with the green, and it's almost that grayish blue color. Alright, this is the fun part where we get to add in a little more details and help these pansies really come to life. So for this first one that we painted, I'm going to go in with a second layer right in the middle here. And I'm using a size 0 brush just so I can get some of those fine edges here. Alright, for this one it's a little more simple. So I'm just going to be painting some thin lines right here. And then I'm just layering over the top of one of the the back petals just to give a little separation there because they do overlap. To blend this color out, I'm just getting my paintbrush wet and then just pulling it over the entire area I want it to cover. Now with my size 0 round brush, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow like what I mentioned earlier in this video, right here to the centers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, will you please hit the thumbs up button? And then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye!